Game number 5. Or best of 7. There we go. Sorry, I got the wrong scores up there. Oh, and the players are wrong. So now we have everything set up and good to go. In map number 5 on Priyad Terraces, in the top left corner of the map, he just brought it back. Let's see if he can do it again. Fighting for his life still. It's Liquid Bunny.
In the bottom right, as the red Terran, it's Byun.
Kif, hand me my trousers.
The Comedy Central, I think, or FX, I can't remember which one, is like re-showing all of Futurama. So they just finished up the last season a couple days ago. So they're re-showing season 1, which is really awesome because I haven't watched it in a while, and I figured out like how many good jokes there are in there.
I love Futurama. Like, okay, even at its worst, like that last season it came back, or no, the season before the last one.
Yeah, that was
like
too good.
Terrible, but they still even had good jokes in there, like really subtle things, like when the robots go to the bar and he's like, "Bartender, give me a screwdriver," and he hands her like an actual screwdriver. It's just like, I love Futurama so much.
Yeah. I was thinking like my favorite episode is probably when Leela dresses up as a guy to be in the army.
That was.
Which I don't
funny.
understand. I thought I was watching that episode yesterday because it was them in an army, but she didn't have to dress up as a guy to be in that army that time for whatever reason.
Well, actually, one of my favorite, I guess I don't even know if you want to call it quotes, comes from the episode when they're in the shower. It's like lower, too low, lower.
Yeah. That was a really good episode.
I really like Zach Brannigan. He's such a stupid character. Actually, probably one of my favorite moments with him was in the Star Trek episode, and he's like, "Blink 1 for yes, twice for no, double yes, guilty."
I just love that he's basically a joke about William Shatner.
Yeah, that's
Kirk,
good.
So.
Ooh, this is
that's
awkward.
awkward.
This was a super
Jinx.
Guido.
Ha! Jinx on the Jinx. You owe me a soda. Okay, you're allowed to talk now. Oh, is that how it's done? Graham Rogers.
Byun's name was gonna work too. Just say "speak now," something like that. But okay, Reapers are still duking this out. The thing for Bunny though is by pulling the SCVs, they soak a couple of the hits here and there. Nothing too critical, and I like that he actually didn't chase after the Reapers because he didn't know that more weren't coming. The problem is because they engaged in the middle of the map, Bunny didn't get to scout whether this was in fact going to be like a 3 racks. I think he knew from the amount of Reapers he saw, but still. Marines up on the high ground. This Hellion's going to get that shot. This is going to go really well. Even with that grenade going off, Bunny holds this so very well.
4 of his units, I swear to God.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure that the bomb was more guilty for deaths than the Marines there. But other side of the map, Byun does have his command center on the way. Bunny's going to be ahead just a little bit on workers, but this was something where because he dedicated a little more gas to this barracks, to the Reapers coming out, things like his factory are much further behind, which in tow makes his medevac much further behind. So if Bunny's already got his drop coming out soon, it's going to be a little while before Byun can actually deal with that. So if he goes for a Cyclone, that's probably the smartest move he can make paired up with his 3rd CC. If he doesn't go for a Cyclone and he does classic Byun Banshees, I think Byun's actually going to be in a lot of trouble.
So when are you planning on watching The Hunger Games?
Do you really want to talk about it? I don't have anyone to see that with in theaters, so I don't know. Probably not for a while.
You don't want to go alone because it's such a far distance?
Yeah, that's the thing. I actually don't have a problem seeing movies alone, but I have a problem traveling 40 minutes to watch a movie alone.
Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Maybe we'll watch it in Toronto.
I'll go I'll find like a girl to take on a date, not because I like her or anything. I'll like grab just one of the Plenty Women on Plenty of Fish.
So basically, yeah, exactly. Everyone's on your Plenty of Fish.
I'm like, you're gonna pay for the movie, right? Great. Hey, let's meet up.
Oh, wow.
No, okay, no, not gonna be that guy. But these Marines are actually pretty injured coming out of this drop, so this is actually a little bit awkward for Bunny. Whereas he may have been able to trade out a little bit before, can't. And that Cyclone did come out for Byun, so he's gonna be okay. This was not going to be devastating for him. His army supply a bit weak, but that Cyclone's going to be able to kill the medevac. Boost is on cooldown. Okay. Oh, my heart. I'm cheering for Bunny, guys. I'm just going to cards on the table here. Not because I want Byun to lose. I just want Bunny to not get like 3-1, 4-1 type thing. So go Bunny.
Woo.
Screw people who hate bias, man. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, screw those guys. We're tearing by us. It's my TvT tournament, and we love it.
Wait, my
Love
voice.
it.
My voice is weird. What's going on?
I
Oh.
think he was trying to make a joke about me, but I flipped it on him.
Oh. Yeah, it's really mean to pick on 12-year-old boys, guys. I don't know why. Actually, you remember there was a while where everyone kept thinking you were Scarlet, and I'm just sitting there going like, why? She sounds nothing like Scarlet.
That was so. It's funny. You really do realize how like StarCraft community is used to me. Because like when we first appeared, yeah, it was just like like 13-year-old boy Scarlet. Other like I mean, people were even guessing like Anna Prosser at some point. Like seriously, like it was like every single other woman that was already in esports, but not a new one.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now people are gonna hear the new women in esports and be like, is that Zombie
Oh
Bro?
no, I feel so bad for them. I think that already happened. I think I was in what was the other casters? Bacon Infinity. Yeah. And some people were asking if that was me. That was in the chat. Anyways.
I got to see Team Bacon Infinity came to Hell Speed Time too. That was pretty cool actually. They were in their Team Liquid shirts. Or jackets, I guess. The white ones. The ones that looked really good. I mean, the jackets, not the people. I mean, they look good. I'm going to stop. Anyways, the Sandback comes across the map. It is loaded up with Marines. Maybe catches Byun off guard because it looks like he's getting ready to start pushing out. But, I mean, this is... going to get caught by 2 Marines over here.
A little awkward. Byun took forever to take his third base, by the way. Like, he had that a lot sooner than Bunny, and he's only now just taking it. And it really, I don't know why. I think there's been too much happening.
This is like the only thing dumber than a Reaper fight is a Cyclone fight.
Yeah. Bunny's also going to go ahead and put his planetary as a... Well, put his command center as a planetary. That's what I meant to say.
I actually don't think this is a bad idea when you know you're playing someone who's playing bio. Those run-bys are really dangerous, and quite frankly, he has been in several of the games already like kind of dropped and killed because he had no defense in that particular location. I think here, this is actually, because it's gold, he doesn't need the mules as badly either to keep up what would be a quote-unquote normal economy.
That's a good point. Well, Byun finally has his gold taken, and it will be just with an orbital, so he can lift it. It's the one thing, like, planetaries, they're great defense, especially if you know they're going to be, like, the main point of defense, too. But you can't lift them in emergency scenarios. And kind of a, hit or miss. Byun is finishing up his upgrades as well as combat shields. Well, it's actually just started, but it's a fairly quick upgrade.
He's finishing up the other upgrades.
Yes. Bunny's going to be the one pushing out. Byun on the defensive, has his army just stuck in the middle right now.
We need a horse blinders emote really badly for when we go off topic. That's going to be the next thing I try and make.
Okay, I'm going to make a butts emote.
Just do a text. You don't need an emote. We got the concave on top of the tanks, kind of like yin and yang wrapping around each other. Unfortunately, though, Byun doesn't have enough of the ground, and Bunny will just barely take that fight.
I don't think you're not imagining the type of emote that I'm imagining, okay? So yeah, Bunny has to go away because it wasn't like a dominant fight or anything like that. But what I'm imagining is like, you ever watch like cartoons like Fairly Odd Parents or whatever, and you see a butt and it's just like this like
really pronounced
bulbous like thing, like, and then it has like a little shine on it.
Yeah,
Butts.
It's gonna be the next ZGB emote. I wonder if we can just make a T-shirt.
CGP Uts.
CGP Uts. That's actually great. That should be the emote command. I wonder if we can make a T-shirt like with just butts on it. So, because those are Archon team for Red Bull. Dude, making who is that? Vibe and Greydor breed out butts.
Team Butts, that's right.
It's amazing. All right, this base probably not going to get killed, but Byun's got such a scarce army to defend with, despite having that big supply lead. You're kind of like, why did it take so long to get here? SCVs do repair it, but while this goes on, when you lose mining time on a normal base, that sucks. You lose mining time on a gold base, that's way big. I mean, look, oh my god, look at, actually, you can see right there is where he pulled off the SCVs, and Bunny suddenly shoots up like 700 minerals a minute over his opponent. Keep in mind, that's a differential graph, guys, not like an overall income graph, so that's how much more he's leading.
Byun still has those little bit of an upgrade lead, I should say. The armor's a little bit ahead. Hasn't gotten a second factory yet, though, where Bunny has been very on point about adding additional factories as soon as he can.
We also have Maku. Pissed me off earlier, but he redeems himself here. Bias for Bunny is acceptable. He's an expert Cactus Valley dancer. That's right, it was Blind Bunny and Scarlet that did Cactus Valley dance with us at Home Story Cup.
He's awesome.
He is awesome. Bunny's actually a really cool guy. I like him for a lot of different reasons.
He's chill.
Yeah, he's chill. That's actually a really good one. Drop goes off at the gold base once again, but there were Marines waiting, so unloads into their death, sadly. Army supply still in the favor of Byun, but you know, upgrades are kind of finishing up too. This has been a surprising, like, with Bunny taking his gold base the way he did, I thought this was going to be a lot better for him, but this game is well, it's on pretty even footing, frankly. Bunny actually might even have too many SCVs, to be honest.
Yeah, he's gone on a 4th base, and if he can secure that, then he'll be back to okay, but right now, yeah, definitely. Neither one are maxed out either, so it really only becomes a problem when you're maxed out and starting to lose army fights, and you're kind of scratching your head as to why. Then you start to reevaluate how many SCVs you have. But Byun has about a 20 army supply lead. He runs into the army with the tanks.
Got that yin and yang effect going on once again. Marines to the tanks and the Marines to the tanks, but with Bunny's tanks a little bit further behind, unfortunately they're not all involved with the fight, and Byun does take the initial engagement.
I'm surprised he didn't try and collapse on those tanks.
Maybe he was a little bit scared that there was more behind it, but one of the other things too left out from this was that Byun did have an upgrade lead during that engagement, 2-1 versus 2-2. And when it comes to Marines versus Marines, that's a very one-sided reason you would win a Marine fight. But yeah, the tanks for Bunny arriving on the back line were just like literally like a second too late. Was really unfortunate.
Byun not wanting to go too far away from his own bases, looks like he does need to, as the 4th base is up. That's another gold for Bunny. And another planetary too.
Pretty much almost all the bases on this map are golds, guys. Like, just for those who have never seen this map before. I guess the outlying ones aren't, and the inner one isn't, but there's gold, 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 like all over the place. I like gold!
Gold, gold, gold!
You want to smoke on a pancake?
Oh, God. Byun's upgrade's still ahead. He's also getting that +1 vehicle weapon, which is actually behind with that one. Your mom.
That was a totally inappropriate response. And
what? She doesn't make Vikings?
My mom probably couldn't even make Marines, dog. Like, let's be real here. My mom actually, I remember the first time me and my parents played a video game, it was Halo. She couldn't figure out the stairs. Nice pickup on those Vikings, by the way. They would have been really beneficial to have going forward. You can get this last one too if you want. Turn on 4 Marines even.
Oh, the Vikings are useless.
Oh, the Vikings.
Are you sure they weren't trained by your mom? Because they didn't do so.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm starting to be convinced. Yeah. Or maybe piloted by. I don't know which. But 3-3 for both players on the way. Byun's gonna have his finish first, but probably neither for this upgrade. I guess Bunny has pulled a little bit ahead in terms of having the tank upgrades, but once again, this is only adding a little bit of extra damage. It's not going to obliterate the Marines. It's not like when you get +1 versus Zerglings. Tanks are going to unload. There's a lot of tanks here for Bunny. Byun's got the supply lead, but it's through those Marines. He backs up. He tries to pick up. He's going to try and pull out of this fight, but this is going to cost him. This is going to cost him a lot. And Bunny losing so much of his supply. New tanks on the backside. Going to try and rely on these guys to get some hits. Oh, it's not going to be enough, and Bunny scooping back one more time. It's his last life. It's his last game. Everything rides on this particular best of 7, but more importantly, this best of 1 in this game.
He's down half the army supply, and those upgrades are finishing up for Byun too. It is not looking so good.
I mean,
Byun, kind of bad situation right there.
I think a big reason why you don't tap out in a situation like this, though, is because you do have planetaries all over the place. Byun can't really just easy peasy push in. And you know, Bunny can almost abandon his base. I mean, he's pretty much mined it out, and I don't think he needs gas playing bio like this, so I kind of feel like pulling the SCVs away might be a better choice, or just finish mining before it goes down. There's seriously like 100 minerals between these patches. But Byun's going to push in, and Bunny's going to try and hold his other base. This is the important one. This is the one that's actually mining and worthwhile. Realizing perhaps this is not worth the endeavor, he pulls the SCVs away. Trying to strategically find a position to drop from. He's going to drop a lot of tanks, but into other tanks. Oh no. Mistakes like this are not affordable at this stage of the game.
It's a good thing Bunny took that gold where he did first, because if that was his 4th, he would be just out of money. But his 4th is mining rather well. In fact, he's trying to kind of sneak away a 5th as well. And his production does remain untouched. So although Byun took an amazing fight, he's not quite able to finish the game.
Baby's getting put in the corner, though. Tanks are backed up in a really bad spot. The SVs get obliterated. Bunny is going to tap out. GG.
All right.
Okay, so we went wrong. First game of the series was the best game of the series, but 4-1 for Byun. Congratulations to him. Bunny, though, will walk away today $500 in his pocket for the 2nd place finish here in the Base Trade TvT tournament. thus concludes the biggest mirror matchup tournament you're probably going to see in a long time. I would love if other organizers were willing to try it, but you know what? The mother pussy bitches aren't willing to experiment, so BaseTradeTV, oh yeah! No, I don't know where I'm going with that. Shout out to Nation Wars. They're doing something really creative on their own right now. I mean, like, there's other formats, but we did get a lot of flack. Like, honestly, we did get a lot of flack for doing TvT only. I mean, it was more like the loud minority that was complaining. But I had a really good time. In summary, I think I would do this again, but not anytime soon. But we're going to play one last ad break. We're going to say our goodbyes when we return. Quickly, though, before we do, shout out to our sponsors once again. CheersForGaming.com and G2A. We'll see you guys in 2 minutes.